Ladies and gentlemen, this is Greg Mikulowski. We're seeing the dollar move to new highs versus the euro, new highs versus the yen, new highs versus the Swiss, things like that. So let's take a look at some of the major currency pairs quickly, looking around at the markets. Looking at the euro versus US dollar first, I spoke earlier today about the inability to get above the 100-hour moving average, and then the move below this swing area through here, and then the target was to get below the 200-hour moving average. Didn't have much problem doing that, and the corrective move to the upside against this moving average found sellers against it again. Now we're moving down to test this swing target near the 1.1125 level. Below that is the 38.2% retracement of the move up from this low to this high right here. This is the July low to the July high. That level comes in at 1.1106. So the sellers remain in control below the 200-hour moving average in that currency pair. Let's take a look at the dollar versus yen. Looking at that currency pair, the price has moved up to this swing area here. This swing area target was formed by looking at the different swing lows and swing highs all through this area right through here. Got a little messy over here, but then moved to the upside and trading. In last week, we came down to that area. It fell below that level before moving lower. Now we're up testing the 140.45 level, move above that level, and opens the door. Why not for the 50% retracement at 141.149 for the dollar versus yen? So buyers remain in control. Watching the 38.2% retracement now at 140.22 as close support in that currency pair. Let's take a look at the sterling versus US dollar. And the move to the downside in trading here today saw the price extend below the 50% retracement level. Then the market bounced a little bit higher before rotating back to the downside. The 50% retracement is now risk level for the traders looking for more downside in this currency pair. Level comes in at 128.65. On the downside, we have this swing area. This swing area, which we're currently testing now, is defined by different swing highs going back to this period right through here, and then we came right back up to it here. And moved to the downside before breaking above it here. So we're now back at this area between 125.34 and 128.34 and 128.48. If the 50% retracement is now risk on the downside, the next target comes against the 61.8% at 128.007. Let's take a look at the dollar versus Swiss next on the hourly chart. We broke above the 200-hour moving average for the first time, going back to this date right here, which is July 6th. Breaking and staying above that moving average will now be eyed for traders. The level currently comes in at 0.8660. The current price trading at 0.8676. On the top side, more upside momentum would have the traders looking toward the 38.2% retracement at 0.87235. That's a minimum retracement of this trend move to the downside that shows that the buyers really mean business, but for the time being, staying above the 200-hour moving average is good enough for me. Let's take a look at the dollar versus Canada. We are seeing some slowing of the move to the upside after testing its 200-hour moving average. The price has moved back below the 200 and 100-hour moving average, and it's having a bit of a difficulty extending back up, back higher, or moving back above the 200-hour moving average. We came up and tested it not once but twice, and as you can see, we're currently trading just below the 100-hour moving average. So get above each of those levels is still required to get the price moving more to the upside. The 38.2% retracement currently at 1.32043 would be the next target if these moving averages can be broken with any sort of momentum. Finally, let's take a look at the New Zealand versus US dollar. I hadn't looked at that currency pair today from a technical perspective, so it's time to do so. And looking at the hourly chart, as you can see the price is trying to get below the swing area here. I probably should extend this yellow area, but this is a pretty decent level right here where we had a ceiling levels through here. Ceiling level here. Got a little messy here before moving above that level and racing to the upside. We came back down and tested that level in trading yesterday and found support buyers. We're coming back down and retesting that level now and trading below it at 0.6218 up to 0.6223. On the downside, what do we have? We have these 100 and 200-day moving averages. That's going to be key support down here. Both those two moving averages are near converged near the 0.61 0.96 up to 0.62029. I would expect that if the price were to go head down to that level, that we find support buyers against those moving average levels on the first test. So there you have it. A look at a lot of the major currency pairs. My name is Greg McCloskey. Good fortune with your trading. Bye bye now.